Hey mamas, it's Kelsey with Mom's Melanated Milk, and today's video is actually for the dads or non-lactating parents. So go ahead and send this video to them because we're going to talk about how they can bond with the breastfed baby. A lot of people have the perception that if you breastfeed your baby, then no one else can bond with your baby. I think this comes from baby usually being exclusively with mom during especially those first 6 months as recommended by the CDC, WHO, and AAP. So people misconceive that as them not being able to have their own exclusive bonding time with their child or whoever this baby is in relationship to them. I like to encourage dads to do skin to skin with their baby. Skin to skin has benefits for the baby if dad or the non-lactating parent or another support person does this. It helps them regulate their body temperature as well as regulate their heart rate. It also promotes bonding between them and the person that they're doing the skin to skin contact with. Dads or the non-lactating parents can be very active in supporting mom on her breastfeeding journey because baby is primarily with mom for her feedings, his or her feedings. Dads or non-lactating parents can jump in a variety of different ways, including learning the baby's hunger cues. Essentially, dads can just monitor their babies and understand when their babies are becoming hungry and bring the baby to the mom for her to feed the baby. During the time that mom is not feeding the baby, like I said, you could go ahead and promote that skin-to-skin contact with your baby. Dads or the non-lactating parent are usually mom's first advocate during the golden hour. It is very, 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 very crucial for you to understand what the feeding plans is for your child and advocate that be done in the hospital after birth. So it is your job to advocate for the golden hour, advocate for the immediate skin to skin, advocate for your birthing partner to have some sort of lactation specialist in the room to help initiate breastfeeding immediately after birth. That is your job, to know and to advocate for mom and for your baby. Breastfeeding requires a lot of extra calories to support milk production. It actually requires approximately 500 additional calories a day. So dads or non-lactating parents, it's very important that you're monitoring how moms are eating. Nutrition and hydration plays a huge role in maintaining an adequate milk supply. I usually advise moms to have like a snack basket in the feeding area. And I like to encourage dads to keep an eye out on that snack basket and replenish it as it's getting low. Dads can also prepare meals for moms if dads aren't as fluent in the kitchen. Then I definitely have an email list where I send out very easy slow cooker and pressure cooker recipes that can be quickly assembled, very affordable recipes. So definitely click the link. Dads, you can also coordinate meal deliveries for the breastfeeding mom around their breastfeeding schedules. A lot of the times, breastfeeding moms have a decrease in appetite, which is very explainable because of the hormonal imbalance that they experience after birth. This hormonal imbalance causes moms to not feel hungry. So scheduling meal deliveries around the time of your baby feeding. I like to say moms eat when the baby eat. And at first it seems a little tricky, but you'll eventually learn to get the hang of it and eat and drink a bottle of water when you are feeding your baby. So dads can coordinate meal deliveries if they're outside the house or are not fluent in the kitchen, you can coordinate meal deliveries with your support team or even through meal delivery services. If mom has decided to express milk and store it, dads can also bond through feeding the baby with a bottle. This can promote healthy bonding with your child by feeding them yourself with expressed breast milk in a bottle. And you can, of course, initiate skin to skin with them afterwards, burp them afterwards, change their diaper. You can play a huge role in supporting mom by creating an environment where she has no stress surrounding breastfeeding, which means you take on the additional task of caring for the baby outside of the feedings. I encourage every dad or non-lactating parent to involve themselves in a breastfeeding education class just so they can be educated on breastfeeding, the entire journey, the basics of breastfeeding, how they can support the breastfeeding mom, how they can encourage the breastfeeding mom, how they can advocate for the breastfeeding mom. It's also very important that dads or non-lactating parents create a stress-free environment for the breastfeeding mom. Stress can literally tank your milk supply, so just paying attention to the breastfeeding mom and just understanding her triggers and how to just create a stress-free environment for her so that she can create and sustain an adequate supply for your baby. That concludes today's episode of our breastfeeding education series. Definitely check out the full playlist, you guys. I'm building you guys a playlist because this series is doing very well, and I'm very, very happy that you guys are like interested in the topic of breastfeeding and are actually enjoying the series. So I'm building you guys a playlist. So definitely check out the playlist, share the playlist, like this video, subscribe to this channel. Check out my website where I have my 170-page comprehensive breastfeeding guide. Is everything that I know about breastfeeding. It goes way more in depth than what I do in these videos. Also, you can book me as your breastfeeding peer counselor if you just want that one-on-one personalized support on your breastfeeding journey. I will see you guys in my next video, and thank you so much for watching.